Pull up with the facts. You talking shit about me, you a goofy. Your nigga hitting on my phone cause he wanna do me. You a NPC, I'm about to have a degree. Hello, Harvard is me.
Hello, Harvard is me. You a NPC.
What's up, guys? Today we are going to be ranking natural disasters from 1 to 10. 10 being not so bad, 1 being the worst. So again, this list is very opinionated. Most of you might not agree with this. Some are from experience and some isn't from experience, but this is just personally how I feel that these natural disasters will fit on this list. You guys might not agree with it, and that's okay. You guys can always leave in the comments what you think would be the worst and what you think wouldn't be the worst from your experience as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, that's 5. Coming in at number 10, we have floods. So the reason why I put floods at number 10 is from personal experience. I'll say in my lifetime, I've never experienced a flood where it actually caused a lot of fatalities where I was at the time. I would say it was more so like evacuate, but not like evacuate rapidly. It's just like, okay, you need to get to higher ground or you need to get out your house, because 9 times out of 10, water damage, things like that. But not really too many people die from floods. Like, let's just be for real. I don't really know any people dying from floods. Yeah, it happens. Some people might be that unfortunate 1% of people that do, or you do have like infants, children, babies, stuff like that. That's very sad. Won't want that to happen. But personally, from my experience, I never have experienced anybody actually dying from a flood. And from experience, it's not that bad. It's just, you really just have to worry about all of your stuff getting wet, worry about your house having water damage and stuff like that. So that is why that is at number 10, and I'm going to keep that at number 10. Next, at number 9, we have thunderstorms. Personally, I like thunderstorms. I think they are very soothing. I sleep very well with them. I've never been in a bad thunderstorm. Well, actually I have, but it still wasn't bad to a point where people got killed or people died. Yeah, it knocked down a couple trees. Some people cars got smushed. Some people parts of their houses got smushed in. Yeah, that could definitely be fatal. But I've never really heard too much of thunderstorms being causing like mass fatalities. So that is why it's at number 9 for me, and because I find it very soothing. Next up at number 8, we have wildfires. That is not me holding up number 10. It's just me being very open with my hands, as you guys can see. I like to use my hands when I talk, so don't mind these. I'm off topic. Wildfires. So wildfires at number 8 because I personally never experienced any wildfires. I've heard about wildfires, but I can't really say much on them. They could definitely be fatal, lead to mass destruction, definitely, which is why I send at number 8. Not really on the high list for me personally, but still dangerous, yet so be it by itself. But yeah, I can't really say much about wildfires. I've never experienced one. I don't really pay much attention to wildfires. I mean, I did pay attention to one that happened in California, burned down a lot of stuff, but it's not really something that really scared me, like put fear in me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's gonna say number 8 for me. So at number 7, you have sandstorms. I never experienced a sandstorm, but I can guarantee that it's probably really, really freaking deadly. Now, wildfires should probably be put to number 7 and sandstorms should be put to 8. But they both go somewhat hand in hand. I've never experienced them. Sandstorms, from what I've seen with sandstorms, they can literally suck all the life and oxygen out of you within seconds of that sand. Just it suffocates you and you start to lose your breath and you pretty much die of asphyxiation. But yeah, that's why I say it can definitely wipe out towns and cities with a lot of sand. And being buried in sand is even worse because that's very claustrophobic too. And I'm not gonna say I'm a claustrophobic person, but that thought of being buried in sand is just not really, it's not really doing wonders for me, y'all. It's not really working for me. So coming in at number 6, we have blizzards. I know these all too well. From staying in Chicago, staying up north for a majority of the time, in my childhood, I've kind of switched back and forth. So I have best of both worlds when it comes to natural disasters. But blizzard is not really a natural disaster, but it's still within itself that can be considered something that happened naturally and can cause a lot of fatalities, from frostbite, locking people in, sliding off the roads, ice, being buried in feet of snow, being caught out in the wind when it's happening, could literally die from hypothermia, all this stuff like that. A lot of factors that play into it, but I haven't really experienced anything too bad with it. But me personally going outside in it, I can definitely say if it was a really, really bad blizzard, I definitely would want to be in the house when that happens, or be shut in or locked into the house instead of being outside through that. Because when I say it will freeze your body instantly, like your temperature will drop drastically, and you haven't even been outside that long. Like, I remember there are times when my eyelids were so freaking cold, bro. Like, they were literally ice. I remember if you cry, it dried up so quickly and it was really, really hard and crushed. It's weird. So that is why it's at my number 6 for me personally. Coming in at number 5, you have earthquakes. Earthquakes should definitely be on the top of the list, but I've never experienced one, which is why it's at number 5 for me. But overall, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Worse. A lot of people can lose their lives from it. Massive damage, splitting open the earth and having buildings fall in, people fall in. If you just so happen to be a person that's tragically outside when it happened, and it's a lot, y'all. With an earthquake, it's a lot going on with them. Like, for real, it's a lot. You know, like, when an earthquake happens, most times when earthquake happens, most people are not prepared for it because you're not expecting it. You get what I'm saying? And most people are either in their homes, in their beds. And now I actually heard that they build like stuff in your home that could help you and prevent you from getting hurt during an earthquake. So that's why it's also at number 5 for me, because you have a lot of different things that you can put in your home. Have your bed built around, like, I know most famously known, the one that's in the bed where the bed can shield you from an earthquake, this and this and that. But yeah, so that is why it's at number 5 for me. But definitely very bad, destructive, damage level great. Next at number 4, we have tsunamis. I never experienced one, but all I gotta say is I'm saying my prayers. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot sit here and say that I will honestly survive a tsunami unless I'm already out of town or not in the area where it's going on. But if I'm in the area where it's going on at, 9 times out of 10, I'm barely prepared for anything that happens most of the time. So if a big tsunami just decided that it wants to just destroy where I am at, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be in that fatality rate, and it caused mass damage, mass fatalities, many deaths. It's a hard thing to be going through, and not many people survive a tsunami, especially big ones, really big ones. Hopefully, if that did happen, hopefully it's a small one. But if it's something really big, yeah, I'm going ahead and saying my prayers. I'm making right with God, because that is who I'm going to see. Yeah. But at number 3, we're in the top 3 now, which personally, these are my ones. These are the ones that I listen the most. Which the second one that I'll tell you guys, you probably will be like, where did that come from? But I'm gonna tell you why I put it right there. But at number 3, you have hurricanes. I never experienced a hurricane, but from what I've seen and how many hurricanes have just strike the earth, bro, it caused mass damage, mass death, destroyed whole cities, counties, countries, could even destroy a country, bro, depending on how big it is. And then it constantly keeps coming. Yeah, that is why it's definitely at number 3 for me, for being the worst natural disaster and having the most damage and fatalities. With the winds, the currents, the waves, the water, all that stuff like that. Winds that'll blow you away. And me, I don't weigh that much. So if that just so wanted to come here and happen to me, if I'm outside, I'm getting blew over, bro. Like, I'm dead ass getting blew over. Hands down. Like, no even talking about that. So it'll definitely be something I don't want to experience or want to see actually happen or be in it. And that is exactly why it's at my number 3 of being bad, but not exactly the worst yet. Number 2, you have volcanoes. hear me out on this one, y'all. I don't stay anywhere near volcanoes, so thankfully, luckily I don't. But for those of you who do stay where volcanoes are at, and you have some and do you know the most scary part about volcanoes and why I think it's very deadly and dangerous, because you never know when it's going to erupt. It kind of go hand in hand with earthquake, because you never know when an earthquake gonna happen. Same thing with volcanoes, like you never know when it's gonna blow up or erupt. And then it's like you will hear rumbling in the ground, like you would think that it's about to erupt, and then it'll probably go a couple years and be like, okay, all that is just a warning sign alert. You know, and then the worst thing you can get is when they like, okay, y'all might want to start moving out the area because we don't know when this volcano about to go off, and it might go off. So it's like every day you living closer to it is like you're constantly wondering every day, when will this volcano go off? What if event happened within the planet where it makes it go off, and then all of us just somehow get caught in the flames? 9 times out of 10 you are not surviving a volcanic eruption. You're not. If you're in close proximity, everything there is getting wiped out, burned, degrees that are very, very hot that the average human body cannot withstand. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, if you caught in that heat, you're getting fried. You hear me? You're getting fried. Oxygen levels are going to be very low. So 9 times out of 10, you might actually end up choking to death, losing your breath, getting trapped somewhere, burnt, like just burnt up and buried in ash. And it runs fast. Like once it go down, it runs rapidly. So it catches up with you quickly. Like you have some time, but once that lava and all that stuff get in there, you might as well go ahead and just call it wraps. You might as well just call it wraps. But that is why it's at my number 2 for me, because I personally think it's very, very terrible. I think, in my opinion, in all of the natural disasters, I definitely say volcanoes are the most scariest ones for me, because you never know when it's gonna happen. And just imagine hearing that big old boom sound and then everything just withering away. Just crazy, bro. So coming in at number 1, this is a long time experience with this, so I have a lot of experience with this one, and I've never been hurt during this natural disaster, but I have seen it a lot being where I am, and then growing up in the South. Tornadoes / twisters. Now, I've never seen a twister, but I have seen many tornadoes. I know Texas deal with twisters and a lot of tornadoes most of the time. But yeah, tornadoes is very common here in the South. Very, very common. Way too common. But yeah, it's sitting at number 1 because overall mass damage, mass destruction, lots of death. Kind of hard to escape. You will have to genuinely evacuate ahead of time, either find an underground bunker or something like that. Now, personally, if the reason why I say I've never been hurt during tornadoes, but I've actually been in tornadoes, is because we stay prayed over. My family, we are very religious people. Well, I wouldn't say we're religious people, but we believe in God and we believe in what he can do. So whenever we hear the tornado sound alarm, yeah, we would take precautions, because God did give you common sense. We would take precautions, but we will also gather together, give each other love and support, and also pray. And we survived every time, which I am highly thankful to the Lord for me being here every time to even share this with you guys today. Because there's a lot of times where I think we could have been a goner, but my grandma, I thank her, because she really held the fort down. But tornadoes are very, very dangerous, very sad, very destructive, destroys a lot, kill a lot of people every time, and very often to happen. It's very, very often to happen that you will get a tornado. But yeah, that is going to conclude the list today. This is my ranking for natural disasters. Again, you might not agree with it, but this is personally why I put it where I put it, as I explained to you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys have any other comments, any other things that you want to say, please leave it in the comments below. I like to hear what you guys think about it, or what your rankings would be. Please comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell other people, tell your friends about me. If you really vibing with my channel, go ahead, help me grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys.
I'ma switch it up though.
Wait a minute, run it back.